In the months leading up to the race, Ricky Carmichael announced that Hangtown would spell the beginning of the end of his 6-race outdoor motocross farewell tour. James Stewart, the protege, the understudy, the new AMA Supercross champion. But at Hangtown, he had Carmichael to deal with. Number 7 led the 39 other machines up Hangtown Start Hill, but a small bobble would see Stewart drop back in the pack before the first lap was complete. Like he had done 96 times previously in his career, once again, Ricky Carmichael was out front, leading the charge. Knowing what his son is capable of, Big James watched on in quiet confidence as little James moved in on Carmichael.
Stewart goes to the inside, the horsepower going to the hill, and it's James Stewart! James Stewart to number 7! He goes ahead of Carmichael, but Carmichael will not stop! And Stewart holding on to the number 1 ride. Carmichael right there! It's Stewart and Carmichael and Stewart with the number 1 position, and James Stewart has won moto number 1.
Ricky Carmichael, gracious in defeat, could only watch on as James Stewart celebrated from the podium. His mechanic, Goose, as well as the 25,000 fans on hand, knew he'd be back in Moto 2. One year ago, Tim Ferry was about to call time on his 15-year career. Then came an 11th hour deal with Kawasaki and a complete rejuvenation. At Hangtown, Tim Ferry added another chapter to his storybook comeback. Arguably the fastest rider in the world, James Stewart can also be his own worst enemy. This proved correct at Hangtown when after a small miscue, he found himself in the dirt, helpless, as RC raced away to victory.
Yeah, he doesn't like winning unless it's straight up winning, Even like the way he just won, it wasn't good enough, It's just, he wanted to pass him and win that way instead of James falling. That's what makes Ricky Carmichael.
Finishing third, the number 15, Tim Ferry.
Step back at the end of 05, I couldn't find a ride. Obviously the phone didn't ring at all. To go from there to where I'm at now, even to me, it's kind of unbelievable.
Love the outdoors. Love them. They're the best thing in the world. They are. The great outdoors.
And we are off. Millsap into the number 1 position. Carmichael is buried about mid-pack. Stewart is up front. Here comes James Stewart, still holding on to the number 1 ride. Into the number 2 position. It's RC. Ricky Carmichael. Millsap drops into the number 3 position. Here comes Stewart. Stewart trying to clutch him. He's holding down to the number 1 ride, and Carmichael is just behind him.
Yet again, James Stewart and Ricky Carmichael would give the fans exactly what they came to see: an all-out, knockdown, drag-out war.
He slips on the inside, and Carmichael and Stewart are side by side, and it's Ricky Carmichael! Ricky Carmichael has come from 5th position to take the number 1 ride in the 31st running of this Memorial Day Classic. And now with a healthy welcome to the podium, the winner.
What your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Heading into the 2007 Nationals, Honda had high hopes and high stakes riding on Josh Grant. A 4th overall at Hangtown was a disappointing result for all involved. Then came round 2 at Mount Morris, and another chance. opening moto at Mount Morris was a mess for the Pro Circuit outfit. Ryan Villopoto struggled to pass Jason Lawrence, while Ben Townley was in big trouble after a starting straight crash.
Ben Townley down in turn number 1. We'll see what Townley's made of.
While Josh Grant ran away, all hell was breaking loose as Jason Lawrence, Ryan Dungey, and Ryan Villopoto all brawled over second place.
Townley picks up another spot, and Townley is now in 20th spot. He's passed 20 riders so far in Moto number 1.
When all was said and done, Ben Townley ultimately passed 30 riders to finish an amazing 10th. Moto number 2 at Mount Morris was an entirely different story for Team Pro Circuit. Ben Townley bounced back to win the race and placed 3rd overall. Ryan Villopoto placed 2nd for 2nd overall, and by racing to 3rd, Josh Grant claimed the top step of the Mount Morris victory podium. While Ricky Carmichael won both motos over James Stewart, the deep cocoa brown sands of Southwick marked the emergence of Grant Langston.
Stewart now thrashing this motorcycle and this racetrack, but Langston is staying right on him. And Langston passed him. Langston got around James Stewart. Holy smokes, check it out.
Although finishing 3rd overall, Langston used his remarkable sand skills and fierce determination to prove to all those who watched him that he could hang with the best at Southwick.
Definitely Southwick was really enjoyable. I mean, I think the way it happened was just really exciting for everyone, and I think it kind of made me realize that if I put my mind to something, that, you know, I can run up front.
Still flushed with enthusiasm and confidence after winning at Mount Morris, Josh Grant came to Southwick keen to prove he was a match for Townley and Villopoto. But it wouldn't turn out that way. The two Pro Circuit riders would bounce back from their bad luck-induced performances at Mount Morris and put on a two-man show at Southwick. Grant, who ran in 3rd, was forced to deal with an unexpected challenge in the form of a 17-year-old rookie named Ryan Dungey.
Dungey's going to go after Grant. The Suzuki rider has put himself in a position. He can see Josh Grant right in front of him, and that's the battle for 3rd spot.
As the 30-minute plus 2-lap moto wound down to its conclusion, Dungey closed in on Grant.
Dungey is coming after Grant the next time through, and we're running out of laps here. Grant making it by, but here comes Dungey. Dungey goes inside, then outside. Josh Grant and Dungey! Dungey makes the move! It's an unbelievable move!